In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
A somber mood plagues the party as you travel with the army for the last 2 days of the journey to the Anuxi forest. The 75 soldiers that died left a very big impact on the rest of the group, the rest of the army in all. Very disparaging start to the adventure. They assumed there would be some complications in the forest of Anuxi, what with the spiders as well as the demons that are running loose in there, but they did not expect to have lost people already. Lieutenant Kilo works hard to boost morale among the troops, but it is difficult. As you approach the forest wall, you're up north of where Lisa's hold was. General Cadbury requests your presence to discuss what's happening in the forest, what you last left off with the demons, and what to expect when you go into the forest. He calls for any number of you, the four of you, to come help him with this information, for those who might be willing. And while he sent that out for you and is awaiting for you to come in or come back, Delbert tells Adira that now that you have reached the forest of Anuxi line, it is time for him to head south back to Lisa's hold to take care of his town, because he's been away for long enough and he's still in charge of the town. So,
And he's pregnant.
Wait, what?
and he's pregnant.
Yeah.
General Cadbury, can we dispatch like 40 guys just to make sure Delbert gets there safe?
Yes,
We'll
we
just-
can. If that is what you think we should do, then we will do that.
Do you think we should dispatch more? You're the one with the experience.
Well, if you think that we can survive through the forest of Anuxi with those 40 men short, then by all means send them to protect him.
Steel will have 385.
You know, because of math.
That's correct. Math is why.
I don't know why you're suggesting sending more, though, if you're worried about surviving. I think 40 should be plenty.
Oh, all right. But 40 will be fine. Yes, I agree. Well, we can send 40.
All right, then.
We'll also send any of the civilians that do not want to travel through the forest. We can send them along.
That's a good idea, yeah.
If they're not comfortable.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So last time we were in the forest, you know, there's bud demons. Usually they're accompanied by a bud visor,
I can help with all this.
sometimes known as a bud knight.
As he's describing all the things, I'm shape-shifting into the ones that I've...
Now we have the bud demons. We've got a stick now, too. I'm pointing at him.
Oh,
Pointing
dear
at the weak-
Lord.
I'm the
weak
visual
points.
aid.
The bud visor is much more dangerous. He has a ranged attack with this little cap that he snaps.
Oh, I see.
Now we also have the gum demons. Now those are pretty dumb, not terribly dangerous, but they go around in pretty large packs. Also the packs of smoke demons, those are pretty large packs too. The bud demons is usually smaller packs, so those aren't too much to worry about for 385 guys, but you know, larger packs might be. We did eliminate the leadership of the demons. They're not going to be a cohesive army, but more just roving packs.
Okay.
So that's what to watch out for.
And the spiders.
Oh, yeah,
And
there's
the
spiders, too.
spiders.
Spiders are probably still there, but I bet their numbers are pretty reduced from the demon packs. And, I'm sure they've had some effect on the numbers of demons as well, so.
But you must be careful of the different types, though.
Yes, the trapdoor spiders. These ones, they dig holes in the ground.
And they grab you.
I have glasses on now, too. They dig holes in the ground, which they camouflage with debris and plants and things like that, and they will pop out and snatch someone and pull them in the blink of an eye.
Lurch out and grab a chair.
Just like that.
I love that chair.
Now, there are also spiders which make webs in the canopies of the trees.
Orb weavers.
Yes, orb weavers. These ones have much less mobility, but they're still very dangerous. They will drop from above.
Oh,
And then
terrifying.
The most mobile of the spiders, the wolf spiders. These ones also run in packs, much like demons, but you can usually hear them coming. They howl.
Oh, terrifying sound.
Yes, it is. It's very terrifying. Spider howls are the worst kind of howls.
Not as bad as them barking ones, though.
The spider barks are...
Barking spiders.
All right.
I think barking spiders is what made us sick back there, so we want to be careful of those.
Yeah.
But the spiders also had the large queen.
Oh yeah, there was a big spider.
The big black widow.
Reports of the giant Black Widow say that she's down in the more southern parts of the Anuxi forest, not near the top. Is that your understanding as well?
I mean, she was by Guillermo's Gambit when we found the city.
Okay, we're still pretty north of that.
Alright, well, we should be alright.
We should
The
be
spiders mostly, I think, hang around down south more than up here anyway, but just to be on the safe side, everyone should be aware of what we might be going into.
Okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
Although no one should take naps by willow trees. That can be dangerous.
Be careful of carts. They can run you over.
Carts can run you over.
Okay. I'm taking notes.
Bill, any advice for the general here?
Before you need them, fasten bells to distract the spiders.
Oh, bells, you said.
It's really difficult to do it while you're running away.
Oh, the wind chimes.
Okay. Well, I'll have the troops work on that.
And really, let's see. Didn't Delbert have some advice for us for fighting the demons too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Hit him in the head really hard.
Well done!
Oh, yes. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Delbert, would you like to demonstrate?
Not on the Uorag though.
Gurgle.
Yeah, so you just take your weapon like this, and you just really donk him really hard on the head. Like this, only you really hit him. I didn't hit you, not Uorag. But
He said donk.
donk.
Oh, yeah. Just like that.
Thanks, guys, for including me.
Well, thank you, Delbert. You're the pro.
You're the best.
You're the sexpert. I mean, expert.
All right. Well, this has been very informative. Now, I've been discussing things with my lieutenants, and a couple of them have suggested that maybe when we get into the forest, we head to where the demon encampment was to see what's left of there. Maybe if we can disrupt them a little bit more, scatter them a little bit more to the wind, we should be fine.
Yeah, it should make things a little safer.
My charge, however, is to keep you safe while we travel. So I will defer to you if you want to go to there. I think it would be a good idea, but I will defer to you. In any case, I don't think you should engage if we choose to engage. I think that I will send you with Lieutenant Kilo onto New City if we decide to stay and engage with what's left of the demon horde.
Yeah, that seems probably best. We do got to get the new city, and we got to get at least some of these soldiers there to protect it, because that's an important place.
I agree. And any civilians that continue along with us into the forest of Anuxi should continue on with you if we decide to stay and fight.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's Let's head towards the demon encampment. When we get there, we can maybe do some recon and get some more solid information before we make firm plans.
Okay, I agree with this. Is there anything else that you think is important for me to know?
Oh, there's imps too. Those ones burn things and they cuss a lot, I think.
Oh. Cute little guys with fire tendencies.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like Adira, but smaller.
Super adorable. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Also, when we near the demon encampment, no one should go, poking around picking stuff up. There's a lot of cursed stuff in that camp.
Oh, yeah, I will pass that word along to the troops.
Please.
No loot if you value your life.
Yes. Not that they'd get in trouble with us, but that stuff's dangerous.
Yes, it will be on them if they decide to do something stupid.
Yeah.
We know where to unload it. If need be.
We do know.
We know a guy.
We got a guy who buys cursed stuff.
So pick it up or don't. It's entirely up to you.
I thought we were talking about the lake where we put the... There's a lake full of cannibal fish somewhere out there.
There's that too, but we sold that cursed crown to a guy.
Yeah.
Or was it a lady?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was a lady.
I think it was a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, we know what lady.
All right, well, thank you for your advice. I will see you later. I will discuss this with my lieutenants, and we will devise a plan and head toward that way immediately.
Yeah, that sounds good.
In other gloomy news, your friends that had offered to buy you mead when you got back to the bee farms, which is where you're at now, have all perished.
Yeah, it's in company.
Yeah.
The fits and the tantrums.
Yeah. That whole squad was called the Tantrums.
Well,
Take your thing.
All right. Delbert takes Adira out for a romantic chat where he grabs two really, really, really obnoxiously large pole arms, and he grabs a couple really huge watermelons that he had been saving. They were in the back of Bill's cart. He had been stowing them there.
You bitch!
And he's like, I figured we could do like a last minute, fruit date where we slice this up, these watermelons up, the giant watermelon slices, and maybe we can have it, and then we'll go our separate ways for this time.
Sounds juicy.
Yes. So
Make sure we get the juice all over Bill's cart.
I found some skeletons near the bee farm, and I put the watermelon on the scarecrow heads, and I figured...
Oh, he just brings a tear to my eye. He gets me.
Charge through and dice them to bits, and then eat the brains.
what a romantic guy.
I just giggle, throw my arms around him, and take off toward the scarecrows.
From now on, anytime she drinks with us, I'm just going to keep sobering her up. There's ants in my cart. This is unacceptable.
Buy some ant traps.
Instead of your pants.
Aww.
So Delbert takes you on a romantic date before you have to say your goodbyes this time.
So romantic. Uh-oh.
While he's doing that with Adira, what are you other three doing?
Oh. Just finishing off that white rum.
Yeah?
Pouring the last of it out for the
homies, for the fits in the tantrums. Yeah. Yep.
I'm cleaning out my wagon. Just
I'll buy you some ant traps.
just scrubbing. God damn.
Out damn spot.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go find the blacksmith and commission a lock.
In the meantime, I can just do a giant anteater.
He had stowed the several watermelons on different spots where you had like hats. So some of your hats are now flattened.
I'm going to kill him.
Good luck.
I'm going to convince him that he's well, and then I'm going to unconvince him. It's too late.
Gonna talk him to death.
Uorag, I'm going to need you to turn into one of those hook monsters and just give him...
General Cadbury puts his orders out to the rest of the group. Then he sends runners out to collect you guys, and you can see that the 40 soldiers have all gathered their items and their gear. They are what remains of Lieutenant Krang's group, and Krang is actually going to go with them to escort Delbert back down to Lisa's hold. And about 50 of the civilians have decided to go with, which only leaves about 20 left, besides the ones that had died from the sickness. So there's about 20 civilians that are going to go with you, as well as the 385 soldiers that remain into the forest. Is there anything you guys want to do before you go into re-enter for the third time the forest of Anuxi?
Yes. I want to make sure that the 40 that are going with Delbert know very clearly if he doesn't survive, that one will kill you all.
Big grins. Big grins.
You guys are covered in watermelon
And ants.
and ants.
They're both staring him down, and then I'm behind him just jingling a coin purse at him.
Carry on.
Sliding myself across my throat. Coin purse.
Krang salutes you guys and says, "It will be done."
No one knows which one.
All right. Here we go. Something's happening.
As soon as we leave, did you get really mixed messages just now?
All right, so Delbert and the civilians and the 40 guards all head out, and you all head into the forest of Anuxi, which means it's perilous journey time.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do I do on the quartermaster?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's just a D20, right?
Scout got a 13.
All right.
Travel through hostage training. Trailblazer, one to scout ahead and one to be quartermaster.
I also got a 13.
Trailblazer was Adira.
Yes.
Yeah, and Uorag was scouting.
What do I do?
2d6 plus
Plus whiz.
wisdom.
0.
Lots of wisdom rolls tonight.
As an 11, though.
And an 11.
We use one less ration.
That's a 5.
Oof. What did the Trailblazer do? Oh.
It takes us longer to get there,
Yeah.
but I got a 5.
5 means it takes us longer. So if she succeeds with a 10, we just get there faster. 7 and 9, we get there the same amount of time. With a 5, I imagine it takes us longer. But I'm causing us to use less rations, so it's really just going to even out, right?
Yeah. So you use the...
It takes an extra day, but we don't go hungry.
Yep. And you avoid all danger because Uorag scouted really well for an entire army walking through the forest. And there was no
spiders, so.
There was no wild magic event. Yeah. And you are able to navigate right back up to the demon camp. So you get right to that hill because the demon camp was at the base of the mountain. You get to the hill where you were kind of going to go over and you were going to see the demons, and so you recognize the spot where you're at. Do you want to send some of the soldiers up to scout, or would one of you like to scout up? General Cadbury's with you guys at all times now. He's not, and so is Lieutenant Kilo.
Oh, my wand recharged this morning. I forgot to roll for that, but
I can go
We
scout.
could invisible cat Uorag, right?
yeah, I'm gonna cast invisibility on Uorag, and then
Stealthy cat.
All right. Make your
or you can go
rolls.
spider mode and just stay in the treetop.
Yeah, I think I'll go spider.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Invisible spider.
That's
You
a
can't
3.
spider either.
Well, you're invisible.
Nope.
I was thinking cat, and then I went spider, and it got
Isn't
mixed
that
up.
worse? You won't know.
Cat, spider, cat, spider.
All right. So you turn into an 8-legged cat.
Well, now that is some fucked up shit.
But they're all on the same side.
And you know you can't talk when you roll less than a 4.
You turn into a cat or pillar.
But you're not a giant. I mean, you're a large cat because everything you have to do is large, but you're still like a large house cat. You're not.
Yeah, I can't do anything
Maine Coon.
tiny. I can't,
Yeah.
everything, nothing less than 10 pounds.
That's the nightmare
So you can
meat.
still scout ahead. You just can't communicate to anybody what you find. And let's roll 2d6 to find out how many hours you're stuck like this.
Shit. 3.
Oh, that's not bad. As long as you're rolling low. Still, 3 hours. Okay.
That's just a
Yeah.
nap.
Well, at least I'm invisible, so
Yeah, so no one knows how deformed you are.
yeah. My shame is hidden.
All right, Uorag, you're invisible. I assume you shapeshifted. You good to go?
I just scratched dirt at him.
Uorag? I guess you're really getting in character this time. Yeah. We'll wait here while you go check it out and then come back and tell us.
I'll make sure you can see the grass part as I take off.
All right. So I will say roll your dexterity to make sure you're stealthy, but give it a +2 for being invisible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
You rolled a 99.
Yes.
stupid
Plus
good.
2, 101.
Okay, so you get up there, you can see that the camp is still there, but it is way more condensed now. The temple that was being built is fully destroyed. That kind of collapsed when the bridge collapsed, and many of the tents and structures that were near there also have collapsed and are gone. But the tents that were closest to the hill where you were at, they're still there, and they've kind of grouped up closer. From what you can see, it looks like there's only about 70 to 80 demons left in the camp.
Okay. Does it seem like they have any kind of leadership? Or they
It-
just...
It does seem like there is a leadership there, and it's someone that you recognize.
Is it the little dipshit that was coordinating the party?
It's nameless.
Yeah.
The imp. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just spend a good bit of time getting a really good layout of what's going on there. See if they have... are they just like hanging out, or are they trying to build weapons? And
Right now they're eating spider bits.
okay, so they've been clearing out the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'll just meander back to the group.
Okay. So you meander back. We'll say it took an hour to go recon. You're still invisible and you can't speak.
Yep. So I'll go claw Eddie's leg.
Ah, what the hell? I'm gonna turn off his invisibility. Oh, I see it. I figured, but
He's hideous. What in the world?
I wave at him with 6 of the 8 legs.
yeah, I don't know. Where's your weird lips?
Just wave at him again.
I think we might have to just wait for Uorag's report, General. Demons have that effect on them sometimes.
Oh, okay. Whatever you think is best.
I'll just go sleep it off in the wagon.
Curl up into one of those cat balls, but with 8 legs. all twisted.
Like everywhere.
Go to lick yourself, and there's like they shoot out at 12 different angles.
I'm gonna be here all day.
It's like the whole Doctor Strange thing, where he grows all the arms.
Yes.
It's a cat licking itself.
I'm Shiba Cat.
All right, so you guys just hang out there and wait for a little bit.
Yeah, seems like they. Uorag, you're not gonna talk to me. Never mind. Yeah, we'll just wait.
Okay. So I'm going to make a roll then. And I'm going to see if the army is quiet enough to
Be undiscovered by
the demons.
That's my worry.
That is an 11. So the military, super well disciplined. I think everybody's really scared in this forest right now. Everybody is super quiet and waiting super patiently. Nobody is fucking around. Even the civilians that are there are all quiet, knelt down. Many of them are just waiting patiently for next orders. And yeah, you guys make it the 2 hours.
They don't want to play a song to kill the time, or
They don't want to see anything from the safety meeting.
No, yeah. OSHA's walking through quietly. All right. So you break out of your
I hate when that
Spider
happens.
cat form.
spider cat form.
There still are some demons there. The little imp, Nameless, seems to have taken over the ones that are left.
Oh, I see.
Do we still have his keys? We didn't have his keys. Did we have his keys?
Yes. Yeah, because we locked him out of the vault.
Yeah, I don't remember if we had his keys.
I don't remember if you took his.
I don't remember how we.
But that building.
you
fell
have
down.
your ritual thing, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, how many soldiers do you think you could disguise as demons?
Why didn't you think of this while we were waiting for Uorag? 2 spare hours. I'm going to try to work out a ritual to see if I can disguise, I don't know, a dozen or so soldiers
Bill.
as a pack of gum. Or
Okay. So you
pack
have your wagon still. That's a place of power.
Just a 10.
That's a
To see
10.
if I can
Okay, so
work
for your
out that
intelligence.
ritual.
Yeah. So for this, how many of the soldiers are you wanting to do?
A dozen.
A dozen? Okay. So for the dozen, you need to get an article of something that's important to them, or like a lock of their hair, or their not badge, but their whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, insignia that they've got that classifies them, gives them their rank. I mean, they've got to give you something important to them, and you can then complete the ritual for this in about 2 hours.
All right. I'm going to...
Everybody give me your left sock.
talk to General Cadbury again, and listen, General. I can do a ritual to disguise about a dozen of your men as demons, and they can infiltrate that camp before the attack. So you should probably choose, your best squads or whatever for me to do that with. Turns out the demons do still have some leadership, but it's an imp. He doesn't even have a name. So I don't know how effective he'll be, but if those men can, assassinate that guy when you start your attack, then it seems like it's in the bag.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Now, right now, according to Uorag, we got about a 5-to-1 numbers advantage, but these are demons. And if we leave with Kilo's squad, that's going to cut your numbers advantage down significantly.
What if you... At this point in the forest, do we think that it would be safe for you to travel? Do you think the spiders would be an impact at this point?
I think the demons have cleared most of the spiders from this area. I mean, we haven't seen any so far other than Uorag, and well, that was the other thing in his report. They were eating some, so I think they've been subsisting upon them.
Would you think it is okay if maybe just Kilo went with you and left his men with us to help in the combat?
Yeah, I think that'd probably be the best call.
So Kilo, you, your group, and the civilians.
Yeah, the civilians. That's the rub is the civilians, but I think we can handle it. We're pretty confident. The spiders were never that thick in this area of the forest anyway, so.
Okay. All right. I'm trusting your decision on this. I think this is a good idea.
All right, I'll let you give the orders.
All right. I'll get you the 12 men that you said.
Yeah. Send them over to me. Tell them to bring something, I don't know, that they like. Something important to them. I'll need it for the ritual.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be consumed.
Fantastic. I will send them over shortly, and I will get the rest of the people ready to attack.
All right. I'm going to go to my wagon and clear out all our traveling stuff and get the place power ready and set up my ritual, draw my little pentagram, and I'll wait for the guys to come with their stuff, and I'll stack up all their items in the middle of it, and then I'm gonna light some incense and wave the smoke over the stuff so that it gathers over the stuff and hides it. And then when I snap, the smoke's gonna turn bright pink, and the stuff's gonna look like gum, and they just gotta stick it back on themselves to turn them into gum.
Oh, so they're all gummies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Our heroes will return after these messages. Hey there, it's Nico again. If you'd like to skip the ads next time, as well as support our show, you should check out our Patreon. All levels get ad-free listening, where you get to skip all the commercials, and then there are a bunch of other features, depending on what tier you go with. Check out the link at www.afoolsquest.com. And now that the commercials are out of the way, it's time to dive back into the foolishness.
And then when I snap, the smoke's gonna turn bright pink, and the stuff's gonna look like gum, and they just gotta stick it back on themselves to turn them into gum.
Oh, so they're all gummies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So General Cadbury asks Uorag, who just recently scouted out the camp, as well as Bill, to go with him to talk attack strategy with the other soldiers, and asks that Adira stays with Eddie to teach the 12 infiltrators how to be gum demons.
Listen, the toughest part is going to be learning the language.
Yes.
Yep.
It's super tricky. Lots of nuances.
Lots of nuance, because it's such
I don't even know if I got it down. You think you got it down?
I definitely have it down, but I don't know.
You want to give it a gurgle? I mean,
what do we have to do?
Well, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
No.
This guy's a natural. All right.
No, that second one was not right. Try it again.
I'm sorry, my accent's a little weird.
Yeah, it's
I was picking up on that.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Have you got a speech impediment? Or?
Gurgle, groggle, gurgle.
No. That's so offensive.
Not even.
Going the wrong direction, huh?
You know what? You just stay quiet.
Somebody else in the class try.
Get them waddling. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Teach them to walk.
The other thing is to walk here. So you gotta just walk like you don't have knees.
Okay.
Just swing everything from the hips and sway back and forth to swing that leg forward.
Oh yeah, I know exactly how to do that.
Like if you're a pirate, but you had two peg legs.
Okay. Yeah. My dad was a
talk.
pirate with two peg legs.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There was that one bard I heard about that had the one peg leg, but he had both of his regular legs.
And a peg leg? And a third leg? That's what I heard.
I'm gonna stop off at my wagon to change into my best general's hat, and then I rolled an 8 on my best to switch into a commander's uniform.
You do. Yeah, you fully do.
Admiral Bill.
I'm gonna walk all straight legged the whole way there.
All right, and so you guys tell General Cadbury the layout.
Yeah.
And that ritual, that's going to last till sunrise tomorrow. So, if any gum starts talking understandably at you, maybe don't kill it.
Okay. And then, Bill and Uorag, did you have a strategy that you were going to give to the men?
Well, you probably want to coordinate. You want to let your guys have time to get in, your gum boys to get in and assassinate the leader, and you want to have some sort of signal. I suggest sending him with some sort of loud clanging instrument.
We made the bells that you mentioned earlier.
That'll work.
Good.
That'll be your signal. And then once you hear the bells, then you should all attack at the same time as they're eliminating the general. There's going to be a
nameless falls.
Oh, okay.
Without their leadership, their structure just sort of dissipates.
Go for nameless than any of the Budweisers.
They're like a hive of bees without a queen.
Oh, I see.
And then, while you are in there is one room full of shelves of items. They're all bad. Don't touch any of them.
All that stuff's cursed.
Yeah.
Don't mess with it.
Well, that should be buried, though.
Yeah, I thought you said that building fell down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to start.
But that was like Nameless's
Something
pet
happened.
project, so he might have dug it up.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't there.
I told the men not to touch any items, so hopefully they listen.
That's for the best.
It's for their own safety.
Agreed. Okay.
For the most part, just stab them a bunch until they die. And yeah, like he said, if you see any of the Budweisers that we showed you, focus those first. I'm trying to think if there's any other... There's not really any other leadership or hierarchy.
So if we come down from this hill here and this point there, do you think we can back them into the mountain? Like corner them?
Seems like a good idea.
Seems like you ought to be able to, and that make sure you get all of them.
Yeah. Is there any place to escape through the mountains? Any paths that you know of?
Did you pass through the mountain? I didn't see any.
That we know of, but doesn't mean there's not.
We blazed a trail to the new city, but...
Okay. Oh.
I wouldn't suggest backtracking to Guillermo's Gambit.
All right. Well, we will begin the attack, and we will send our 12 men. Do you think they're ready to go? Have they mastered the language?
Nah, as close as they're gonna get. I'd say have that one, and that one do all the talking. The rest of them should shut up.
Gargle, gargle.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I sounded like.
Nope.
Demonic as it gets.
Nope.
You
botched it.
You couldn't
You know it.
if your life
I turn into a
I know that because
gum
it
demon
does, and you can't.
and show him the waddle. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle, Greg.
Gurgle, gurgle.
He's one of your 12 best.
All right. If you want to know my advice on strategy, it's you leave that one.
Or put him way out in front.
Have him check for traps.
I'm sorry, that's my cousin's kid, Stanley. He's an idiot.
Maybe have Stanley check for traps.
And Stanley run and have everybody else chasing him like they're after him.
Oh, also, while you guys are in there, if you really want to sell it, just run into everything.
Yeah, knock stuff down.
Yeah. Lots of
We
if
showed
they
them
give
the
you an
wall.
order, do anything but follow it.
Oh, you're supposed to be sticky too. So I'm gonna go grab a watermelon and. Adira, could you just get these guys a little sticky?
What?
I'll toss this up and you can. I'll pitch.
Gallagher it.
You reach for the tool, there's not a slice, there is not a dice, there is not a chopper in a hopper. What could it possibly be?
All right. He sends the civilians with you, and he sends all the carts that are with them with the civilians. So it's a couple civilians to each cart, and most of the carts have all the army supplies and stuff. So the idea is that the army will fight their battle. They are leaving 1 or 2 carts there with like the medic supplies in case they need to take care of any wounded. But outside of that, the food and travel rations and stuff, they just want you to get out of the forest of Anuxi, and head on out, and they'll catch up.
Let's take off before they all die, huh?
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Oh, they're still here. Yeah, good luck. That's right.
All right, so you guys take off down the path. You make it out of the forest of Anuxi without any issues. Lieutenant Kilo with you. You've got the civilians with you, and you have several wagons that have made it through. You don't come across any spiders. Your intuition that the demons had probably disposed most of the spiders in the local area, or at least chased them away, was accurate. They are gone for the most part. And you come across, just before you leave the forest of Anuxi, there is the river that rolls down from the spires of Melbakash all the way down to the Edmund's Isle, down to the Gilded Gulf, which is kind of where you guys went along the coastline, and you went to Fedros and Phosha and Io and Garisk. So that coast there. You're not going to go down that body of water, but you do have to cross over the river. There is a bridge there that runs along the base of the mountains, and as you guys are crossing over that bridge, carts going one by one, Uorag hears a familiar voice calling up from the water.
Fuck you, dummy. One of these days I'm going to have to do something about that.
Rag just dives off.
All right, so you get to the edge of the mountains. You get to the edge of the forest. You know, skirting along that. No issues from demons. No issues from spiders, and you are about a half day's ride from New City with the carts. But by the time you get out of the forest, it is nighttime now for while you were in there. So do you decide to camp here at the base of the mountains, or do you decide to travel through the night to get to New City?
Halfway through the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think we should camp.
We're traveling with a bunch of civilians, so
Yeah.
don't want to push them too much.
Yeah. There's how many civilians? 30-ish?
20.
20-ish?
20 civilians, Lieutenant Kilo, and your party.
All right, so I think the four of us and Kilo should probably split up the watch 5 ways, and we can get some volunteers from the civilians too, but they're not going to be as effective probably. They're just civilians.
All right. So let's roll for those watches. So how do we want to do this?
I'm going to try to bird.
Okay. So you try the bird.
11.
11 will do it. You turn into a bird.
I go great horned owl.
Okay.
With antlers.
Great horned owl with horns.
Yes. Great night vision, nice and quiet. So.
All right, and how far out do you travel to scout the area?
Actually take to the air and scout that way.
Okay, yep.
During my watch.
That looks like a 1. No, that's a 2.
6, 8.
An 8? Okay. So you are successful in your scouting. You do see some people that are on the side of the mountain. And I will give you the option, because you got an 8. I will let you identify what those people look like and possibly who they are, but they will see you as well. Or you can stay kind of out of their sight where they won't be able to see you, but you're not going to be able to fully identify who those people are and how many are there exactly.
I'm going to go scope them out.
Okay.
Oh, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. So
I crit it.
Roll a 12 then.
So you crit. Oh yeah, roll again if you crit. Okay, no. Okay. You perfectly make them out. There are 3 people, and all 3 of them are from the Evocation Nation.
Ooh.
One of them sees you specifically, identifies you as not quite a real owl, and fires off magic missile at you.
Ouch! I want to cast magic missile.
And He will hit, but he will choose to forget the spell for the day. So that is 10 points of damage that smash into you while you're flying. Where you swoop in to get a closer look, he just unleashes missiles from his hand that just smash into you. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
We probably see that, right?
No.
Oh, magic missiles. I was thinking fireball.
We're sleeping anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. But I know where they're at, and that wasn't enough to bring me down, so I'm going to go low profile and go back to camp.
Yep. With as good as your roll is, that you can completely get away. 100%. That you can escape that. I'm not gonna make you do anything else. So you get back. They were they were still kind of up on the mountainside. To be able to navigate the mountain at night, you would assume it would probably take them about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get down to where you are. And you swooped in. There were still trees and forest down there, so you easily could have swooped into the forest to lose them as you go back to camp. But yeah, you get back to camp and
immediately rouse Eddie and break out the area map and go, evocation soldiers, here.
How many?
3.
All right, wake up Adira and Bill and Kilo. I will be in my wagon performing a ritual.
All right, so I'll wake up the other 2.
I'm gonna... You let us know what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
We got trouble just to the north of us, evocation soldiers.
I'm gonna run to Eddie's wagon and assist him in whatever ritual he's figuring out to give him the +1.
Yeah. Hand me that bag of toy soldiers.
I can't
dump those out. So I want to make a ritual that just makes illusory copies of the 4 of us and Kilo standing off to one side of the camp, like away from the civilians, looking like we're having a conversation.
Okay.
So that when the evokers come, hopefully they target that, and then we can get the jump on them.
Okay.
So it seems like that should be a pretty simple ritual, right? I mean,
Yeah, that would be a really simple ritual.
So
I thought you were going to do
yeah.
something harder, like disguise the whole group.
I thought of it, but I feel like an hour and a half is not a real long time, and it might take more than that. So...
Just something on the fly.
Yeah, something on the fly. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to leave the civilians sleeping.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
I think the volunteers that we've got on watch, I'm going to tell them, hey, listen, there might be some trouble. We've got it covered. Just go in your tents. Stay put. People wake up. Keep them calm.
Protect the civilians.
Stay in the tents.
Okay. Not a single one of them rolled above an 8. I will say they can find you, but it's going to take them 3 times as long. Because 2 of them rolled... One rolled a 5 and one rolled a 3.
Damn.
And so them coming down the mountain, they lost Uorag with his 12. And the other one rolled an 8 to find you, but I'm going to say it takes 3 times as long. So dawn's coming up by the time they reach you, and I don't think they would attack you guys. Not without the darkness of cover.
Wait a minute.
Say that again.
Not without the darkness of cover.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Not without the darkness of cover.
What?
Only 3 of them, and you guys have like 10 wagons with you.
Yeah. Well, we're keeping an eye out for them now, and we know which direction they're coming from. Can we spot them?
I would say you probably can, yeah.
How are we arrayed? I assume we're trying to stay hidden, right?
Yeah, I figured we were kind of...
Try to stay hidden.
Out. I figured we were out away from the camp a little bit, waiting to ambush them once they came close. And I assume you would have gotten Adira already.
Yeah, I'll turn her invisible. No, I won't. I'm going to forget invisibility because that's a 3.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Well,
maybe we should just...
We had all this time to prepare.
Signal.
You can turn into one of those things and lay in wait.
Yeah, but what if they don't come to it?
Yeah, you're not going to know exactly. It's not like a specific trail down to where you are. That would have been funny, though.
Did we... So I worked out the fairy fire spell. Was that a burst that just targeted everyone in an area, or was it just a single target? I think it was just a single target. But I've got the Wand of Twin spell. I want to Fairy Fire 2 of them. That's the signal to attack.
Okay. All right.
Zap. That's a 10.
Okay. All right. A 10 hits both of them. 2 of them. And you guys all get the drop on them. So go to town.
Yeah.
What does Fairy Fire do to him?
Just makes it so you can see them, and I figure it's a good signal to you guys.
Okay.
Since we're all kind of split up. Like hiding out or whatever, you know, for the ambush.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna do my normal and play Adira in.
All right.
So we're just attacking then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a 12. Or I got a 12, so you got 2d4 of damage.
I got a 12. I got a 10 to hit.
That hits.
You're squishy little mages.
For 12 points of damage to whichever one is closest.
That kills him. Oof.
Yeah, I assume. Are they coming out from like trees or whatever?
Yeah, they were coming out from the trees to try and sneak up on the group that was down there.
He had all that practice on watermelons, so yeah. Assume you just smash his head open with the side of your axe and start eating his brain.
I just. Well, there you go. What he said.
Hung out with Delbert too long. We became a cannibal too.
No, I would have come out from around the other side of the tree, just full swing, cut him like right in half.
Yeah, you do.
At the waist.
Right in half. Pieces of them just go in either direction. Uorag.
Got a 9.
Okay.
To attack.
Yep.
Swoop in and like go for a claw rake to the face.
Yeah.
Claw, beak, whatever.
Antlers.
Yeah. 9.
That's enough to kill him. Yep.
So he's now faceless.
Yeah. So you, as an owl, just swoop down and claw his face off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take his face off.
The other one.
Where they go.
The other one panics and casts Cage on Adira. And no, he does not. That is a 4 plus 2 for his intelligence.
And now I'm in a
so
rage.
6.
Surrender right now or you're going to die, I shall say to him. And all those 5 illusions over there are going to come running this way. And, like, just, you know, around him.
Him knowing that his spell has failed, he's completely surrounded, and there's more people coming. He puts both of his hands up. He says, I surrender.
Damn right. What do we do with him?
And actually,
We're
I
just
think
gonna stand close to him.
here's probably a good place to call it a...
Stand close and let him feel the heat.
Prisoner. We got us a prisoner.
Teach them to shoot you with a magic.
I know, right? Eat your face.
The one that shot you with a magic missile is definitely the one that got his face eaten up.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.